Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. How you doing today? This is A Link to the Past randomizer main tournament. Today we are doing the last match for Group Q, and it is a very defining one in Group Q as these two runners are, while they are secured and locked in, we have Teto looking to do a clean sweep of the group, and we have rdwalshv looking to just take that back away from Teto and seeing they can get a higher position on the seating chart. I am your commentator, Esper Hub, with my co-commentator, or I should say the main commentator today, the Titan 84. How you doing today?
I'm doing absolutely fine. And yes, we have Teto versus rdwalshv. And we have rolled open heart today, which was actually quite low chance of getting, but they got it. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of pieces of heart. No half magic, no armor upgrade, no shields except the fighter shield, and no gold sword. And I believe, are there silvers in this mode? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's separated.
Yep,
Non-progressive bows.
separated bow, separated silvers. So yeah, this is I would like to call this the good stomping ground for when you really want to competitively play on a randomizer. This is like one of the racing types you'll do, and hopefully we'll be seeing this a lot more often in the bracket phases.
Yeah. Now, these two runners are qualified for brackets. They are number 1 and 2 in the groups, but this is the race to decide who gets first and second in the group. And here we go. Okay, slightly different starts, but Burna for rdwalshv. Okay, weapon.
Yeah, blue carrying early is actually can help you out quite a bit in some of the fights, just in case you need to avoid some hostilities from the enemy side. But with these, we're going to probably see a little bit of diversions in our early game from the looks of it, depending on what comes up in Uncle and what comes up in the Lost Woods.
Yeah. Let's see here. What is on the trunk here today? Oh no.
Oh no, indeed.
So yeah, that's powder on Lumberjack Ledge. That's now they really, really, really want to find that mushroom and the cane.
Yep, they're hoping. Well, with that kind of information, Teto is hoping that he can just not have to deal with Magic Bat whatsoever.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing to write home about in the Uncle opening. Artie Walsh is looking to just go ahead and follow in Taito's footsteps.
And Shadow deciding to, okay, let's do the village from the south. Because, yeah, no bombs. This is a safer play from Teto. Uh, getting those guaranteed bombs. Well, 50-50 bombs, but eventually they're guaranteed.
Yeah, with Prize Crab and the Tier 1 tree pool not yielding anything beneficial, this is what most runners would do when they... Oh, there we go! This works all the time, half of the time, sometimes. As we get some bomb and going in from the entryway to the forest.
And
First forest.
Artie Walsh choosing to do the same. Yeah, with no money and no guaranteed bombs, this is a better play, but oh my god, Teto, you are not lucky today with those bombs. Those are 50-50 to these bushes, and we get almost nothing. Yeah, that's the third one. You're done with that.
And get a whole magic along the way, too. That's some... That RG kind of made up for what was happening before, but Artie Walsh looking to hopefully get his bombs as soon as possible.
Oh, that's a bunch of money on the race game.
Yeah, we should pick those up.
I mean, no, because we don't have the bombs.
Oh, we could just get more bombs though with that kind of money.
fair, but yeah, that's a time investment that you don't want to make. And it's only 50 rupees. I thought it was more.
I suppose.
Artie Walsh is going
Artie
for it,
Walsh
though.
going in there now. He wants that money. I don't blame him. We don't know if the rest of Kakariko Village will give us even more money to help deal with whatever the rest of the sea will have, so might as well grab it while you're still here.
Yeah, that was a glove in the back of the tavern. My father only could remember where the hell did I put my other glove.
You know, it's always in the place you least expect it, like in Turtle Rock. Well,
no, because
that makes sense.
that's required.
That
I mean, left side swamp?
perhaps, yeah, that's even worse.
And yeah, Teto is happy he picked up those 3 bombs because we have not gotten any more bombs. Yeah. We got some money. We just got enough money for the bottle vendor.
Barely enough. And Taito's gonna go ahead and bank in on his 50 with the 10 bombs. And we get a fighter sword from Bottle Merchant. That's our first sword of the game.
That's a very, very good investment.
Now, technically, it's okay to pass up the Bottle Merchant sometimes. In this case, you're not losing out that much with opting out and not getting the fighter sword, but I think you still make up for it enough. But it all depends.
So we already got a sword, a moon pearl, and a lamp.
So what you're saying is we need a master sword, and then we are seeing a forced Aga 1 per seed today, are we?
So this is the limit here. If we get a cape or a sword, I get one instant logic. If we get a hammer or a glove, we get Darkwood access.
Well, yeah, but like, what's the odds of it going either way, though? What do you think will happen more?
It is much more likely that we find the glove or the hammer. But once you find either cape or sword, your mind starts wondering, where am I going?
And if you're like me and very adamant about it, you'll check everything else before you do Aga 1 and die on that hill.
Yeah, it's that lamp that really, really makes it annoying. Yeah, shovel there, not fun. We already been to that area. We don't want to go back.
But yeah, if we exhaust everything else, though, we will be going back to it eventually.
Okay. Adi Walsh is going to check the back of escape first before going down here.
Yeah, this makes sense. First save and quit. Might as well get this out the way. Meanwhile, Teto's taking care of the mini Modron cave, and we're gonna see some good checks here.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
So yeah, that was a bottle for Adi Walsh.
Hopefully that bottle will give us our hammer.
I mean, do you really want to go back to the village for a single check?
Well, you can get the... Okay, if it gives you Dark World access, yes. But we don't know for sure, unfortunately.
I mean, they might go for that shovel check and then just continue up to the village. They're not choosing to do fake flip it before going to Ice Rod Cave.
Oh,
This is very, very aggressive.
Yeah, that's a very aggressive step seconds to take. We do get a mirror for our troubles, though.
It's gonna be good later on, but right now, and here, okay, he's gonna water walk back and walk up to the hobo. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough for a Zora to begin with, so there's no point in going over there to scout it out.
Yeah. So here's the thing: if you just get, well, you need more than 50. But if you get 50 rupees from, say, Iceward Cave, you can farm those last 20 rupees with a single check in the little thieves' hideout below Iceward Cave. And rdwalshv getting his. Yeah, rdwalshv is at 400 rupees right now, and yeah, Teto is just gonna save a quid.
Might be
And
looking to do, the digging spot.
digging spot does not have the lamp. Sorry, the bottle. So you know, go further from here. But yeah, this seed is just okay. He's gonna farm some bombs as well. That's good. He only has 3. Yeah, he only had 1. So yeah, getting some extra bombs. That's fine. Nope. Now, what did Teto completely orphan here over in Iceward Cave? Because Teto is not going back here before he does like a 1. There is no way. He does like a 1 before he goes to this check again. And nothing.
Okay, so he dodged it by virtue of just aggressively gunning for everything else. So this is he'll probably come back to that one eventually if he runs out of options everywhere else to get to the Dark World. But it all depends on when we find these gloves or hammer or be forced to fight Agawan.
Yeah, so we have most of Eastern in logic. We have a sorry, I have a lamp. So yeah, we can go in almost to the box, but no. Oh.
Alright, well we got him back in Saha's closet. We're gonna play some.
Oh right. The mountain is completely in logic, and this is Hera available as well.
So both runners are opting to do different areas, which will
Yeah.
give us some more insight. We didn't get nothing in Saha's closet, so it looks like an Eastern dive is going to be in order. Meanwhile, Teto will be going into Death Mountain, and with the mirror in hand, he is definitely going to check a look at Tower of Hera for sure. The question remains: where is our progression to Dark World going to be?
Yeah. Now that powder could. Oh, that's a fire rod. But I was gonna say that powder could entice Agawan a little bit more, because the mushroom could just be locked up in GT.
Yep. But okay. Magic Powder doesn't really bear any significant progression. It's a good safety strat, but unless something is locked behind Magic Bat, we don't know for sure how useful it is.
So yeah, we don't know, but that's the thing. That's the really hard thing about having such an item on the Lumberjack Ledge. You don't know if you need it or not. Teto is gonna fill up his bombs. Peace.
Oh, this looks like the dive for Hyrule Castle right here.
Yeah, this is Hyrule Castle, and if it's not in the castle, I think rdwalshv is just gonna hit the bullet and walk up. Now, everything Teto is doing in here is out of logic. That mirror was flipper locked.
We do get our big key. He's gonna intentionally die here so he can get some health back.
Yeah, because you don't want to climb this tower on 1 heart.
Plus that beeping is annoying. First chest in our dungeon for Hyrule Castle is a piece of art. Nothing to write home about, but if we're looking to do Dark World as soon as possible, we are going to need as much hearts as we can get, I suppose.
So I'm not very good with the logic, but we don't have a small key yet. Does that mean that the small key has to be in Darkross?
Uh, Potentially. If we didn't come across it in the sewers,
Yeah.
if it's not within these two chests, it would definitely be in Dark Cross. We get our silvers though.
Okay.
We're gonna need a bow for that one.
Yeah, because I think that logically we can actually waste that key in the middle, and then this part of would be locked. I believe silvers logically is required to kill Ganon, so I don't think. Yeah, I think the small key needs to be in the center, here in the Darkross.
Yep, it is
Yep.
in Dark Cross.
Yeah, but unfortunately we don't get any other useful items in here. Small key.
Teto taking the first crystal of the game out of logic. He does get a small key for his efforts. I don't think he found the second item, which could be in coffee break room.
Yep. And this is rdwalshv saying, screw this, I'm doing Aga1.
And Teto aggressively leaving coffee break room behind, meaning that he is going to check. Oh, we got
So,
pendants in Turtle Rock, Swamp Palace, and Ice Palace, with green
and
pendant
red
being in
and
Swamp.
vanilla red crystal in Mire.
So yeah, that is some useful information. We are not going to be hunting for the ice rod today, and we can skip. We cannot have to. We don't have to worry about flutes. Actually,
Yeah.
we may not have to worry about Titan's mints either, because I don't think any other crystal dungeons. Wait, no, Misery Mine, Misery Mine.
To reach GT, we need mitts.
Right, and GT we need mitts. So,
Yeah. But for dungeons, no.
no, well, Misery Mines are crystals, so we
Oh,
need
right,
flute
true.
and
We do need that one.
yeah, we need flute and Titan.
So, does this bottle have our Dark World access? No.
No, it does not.
What are you gonna buy here, Teto? Okay, a potion.
Very useful. A sound investment, if you will. If you will say that, just saying. But yeah, they're gonna have to. This is a forced Aga 1 fight from the looks of it.
Yeah, and Teto is doing this before going to the eastern area.
Yeah, a lot of runners do avoid Eastern if they can help it. So if you're playing aggressive already, leaving behind Ice Cave as well as Coffee Break Room, Tower of Hera, you are gonna go to there before you go to Eastern.
Yeah. Now, the coffee break room, Teto knows is out of logic. There is nothing logically there that he could require right now. Obviously, later we can get that, but yeah, if this is a required Aga 1, then rdwalshv is doing the correct play. Now, we are gonna need our boots before we can get that powder. But yeah, and I got one fight here for rdwalshv, and Teto is obviously gonna do the frontal escape here. Is going to get his silvers, which is going to offset the time it takes to actually do the frontal escape here later on with much easier boss kills.
Yep, much easier boss kills overall the moment they find Bo. And just something really easy to have. It's really great to have sometimes, especially early.
I do like what Artiwatch is doing because he's trying to intentionally push get to the middle. Okay, that was just one blue ball.
Yeah,
Not too bad.
Anyone being a little bit generous today. Then again, the C's being rude, so it's kind of offset.
Yeah. Now we can only do two things here: go to pod or go to catfish.
I'm placing my bets that Catfish has our precious progression that we desperately need.
And Artiwatch is doing that very, very gamble. Not gonna go into pod. If this is flippers, Teto is gonna be annoyed.
rdwalshv getting his red potion.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're gonna do the potion glitch in pod.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They don't have a bow, so yeah, they know that most of that dungeon is gonna be bow locked. So they're gonna need something, and yeah, I understand making this play because you know that this item is a logic. Entire pod could just be locked after the first item.
If it's locked though, that means there has to be something else that it needs to. Yeah, pod has to lead something into the rest of the regression if Catfish doesn't have anything here.
Yeah. Did we see the big key chest of Eastern?
No, we did not.
Because that is still in logic.
Yeah, I think the moment rdwalshv picked up the triple bombs and on right side of the Eastern Palace dungeon, he just immediately saved and quit.
So we only got 2 items. Yeah, so we are informed here that yes, rdwalshv got 2 items in Eastern and then bailed immediately. So yeah, Fire Rod was an old man. Teto went up the mountain. rdwalshv skipped the mountain because he didn't get the mirror from the fairy waterfall fairy cave, which Teto water walked to.
Yeah, so we need the flippers to get into that one, which could be in Palace of Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, Palace of Darkness has a lot of checks. It can have a lot of progression right now for these runners.
So yeah, we have 2 checks left that we don't know. The checks in pod and the one more item in Eastern. One of those has to contain progression. And if it's boots, I'm gonna laugh.
Alright, into the first foray into Palace of Darkness, rdwalshv is gonna take a look on the left basement, and we're gonna see what we get here. We get the Titan's Mitts!
Oh, there's armor. Access to Dark World.
That prompted an immediate save and quit there. He is going.
Yeah, because the rest is bow locked, and it could just be trash the rest, and you just got your logical Dark World access, which is on the other side of the world. Yeah, rdwalshv is staying entirely within logic and is doing a lot of skips. So far, it has cost him the lamp and the mirror and fire rod, but those aren't hard required yet, but they are coming up towards them being required. And there's a hook shot in chess game.
Depending on how generous the seed is reward and following logic here, I would not be surprised if they come across flippers that will lead them to get to the rest of the progression that Teto have skipped for.
Yeah. Now the hookshot gives us a lot of checks up on the mountain. That's a quick medallion. We're gonna need one medallion today. At least. rdwalshv is gonna do at least the front of this town, while Teto is heading into pod. Or is just gonna mirror first to do his eastern checks.
I feel like you do pod first because you
Yeah.
do not have your bow yet. So
Yeah.
if you don't get anything in the first chest here, you just mirror out and then you do eastern. It makes sense.
So that's 2 items so far in the front of this town. Useless, but still items. And okay, Teto is gonna continue.
Oh man, we get to see some more speedrunning degeneracy today with the potion in hand.
Oh, rdwalshv is finishing Thieves Town and it's gonna orphan that big chest with no hammer.
This is one of the more common aggressive plays you'll make in this kind of situation, so to say.
Mhm.
Like these are the ones you take risk on and be fine with it.
The problem is if you do too many of them, it is likely to burn you in the end.
That is true, but I don't think he has done. I don't think rdwalshv had did like the aggressive plays Teto did, like skipping the ice cave and
Yeah, fair.
whatchamacallit, coffee break room. Plus, I do believe this is a crystal, so this is all the more reason why you want to aggressively skip the last check. I mean, the hammer locked check, and just get it out the way.
Yeah.
And if you do have to come back to it, oh well.
Now here's the thing. Teto is gonna have to come back to this dungeon. Because the bow cannot literally be in here. Everything in here is bow locked. We only have one bow. We don't have progressive bows.
That is true.
I believe that might have influenced rdwalshv's strategy of just instantly leaving. Because you need a bow, and you're not gonna find it in there.
I don't think they found anything in bow locked either, did they? Just a few more keys, correct? We got
Everything in here is bow locked.
And we got
the myths were the only thing that wasn't bow locked.
I think rdwalshv dodged a bullet in terms of aggressively skipping the chest, because I think there's only a map or compass in the big key chest now.
Yeah.
Or a small key. One of them.
I believe it is a small key because the small key cannot be on the boss. That could lock the entire dungeon.
Exactly.
So getting bailed out, and yeah, Pod had an E and a mushroom. Not what you want to see going through that entire dungeon, Masato.
I think he was hoping for a hammer to be in there.
Yeah,
which is honestly the most logical decision there is. But he's gonna go eastern. He's going to wonder if he's going to take a look at the rest of the dungeon before that rdwalshv has skipped out on.
Yeah. rdwalshv does get blind down following the script, so we are tied 1-1 on crystals. Teto is checking the second chest and also saving and quitting.
Man, we're never gonna know what's behind the the lantern
Okay.
block chest.
If that is vanilla bow, I am going to roast them afterwards. Because you are not going back into pod or eastern area without a bow as Teto. You simply are not. You have cleared that, and you're not going back without that bow.
Yeah, you just gotta. Sometimes you gotta finish your breakfast, eat your vegetables. We hopefully don't think our runners are skipping out on the vegetables today.
Yeah, so this is about the time that Teto's mirror is going to help him route things better.
He may be bold into fighting Mothula as well. Actually, I think he is just going to go ahead and fight Mothula. You have the Fire Rod, even though it is logically skipped.
Fire Rod isn't. Fire Rod is only locked by Glove and Lamp. Because it was on the old man.
Oh yeah, that's right. Right, I forgot. And we had logic with that. We already have logic access to that area anyway.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about that. But yeah, thinking about it now, I'm surprised rdwalshv decided not to do the mountain yet. Despite having the Titans and the Titans and hookshot.
Yeah. Okay, this is not commonly seen going to the big key this way. Or the big chest. Usually people just jump. And that's the same quit.
That looks like a prompt to go at the. Yep, that's the prompt to go into the that mountain.
Yeah, unfortunately for the vault, both of the items are in the back of Skullwoods. Which are fire locked. And yeah, this is the mountain play by rdwalshv. He is gonna stay in logic, and yeah, depends on what is back here. Teto might have an advantage here. rdwalshv, where are you going?
He didn't check lumberjack ledge, by the way.
Oh, he didn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
And that's how we knew Magic Powder was up there.
And now he feels, oh crap.
Well,
That makes his early Aka 1 play even more impressive. He didn't even know there was an unknown item on Lumberjack.
Yeah, he must be feeling good about already getting Act 1 out the way. Like, all he just needs is boots now, and he's good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there was any items in the back of Skull Woods either, which is rather unfortunate. Like, it keeps
Yeah.
it keeps backfiring right
Uh,
now.
yeah, rdwalshv just having done the front of Skullwoods for nothing and now gets his fire rod. He's not happy.
Okay, well, he's not happy, but as a consolation prize, he gets to do nearly the entirety of Death Mountain, both light and dark. I feel like he's not too burned about that.
Yeah, he can't get to the floating island item.
Oh, right, because he does not have the mirror, which is locked by flippers, which could be in here.
Mm-hmm. Now, Teto is going to be able to do Graveyard Ledge here, which, again, that mirror coming in handy. Yep.
Speaking of flippers, and we get the bow.
Okay, Bo will not break this race. Okay, good.
This is the gift that keeps on giving, following the logic. Oh my god, even boots.
Yeah, this is the new hype cave, because that was very, very hype.
The
Boots, flippers.
So when did High Cave decided to go to the Light World Paradox Cave? When did they swap places? Are we sure we're not playing on entrance random entrance?
And now the magic pad is fully in logic.
rdwalshv going to do the Spiral Cave just to close up on doing the Light World Dark World. They're going to be looking over the Dark World of the Death Mountain pretty soon.
Teto finishing up the Village of Outcasts, soon to get his hookshot in chess game. And then Teto's question will be, when do you go back up the mountain? Because yeah, that mirror will help you, but not much.
Well, he could save and quit here after he finished checking the front part of the Thieves Town dungeon, and then go back up to the mountain since he already went up there to begin with, and then start doing the Dark World check, doing the east side checks.
Yeah.
That would make sense, especially if you're playing this aggressively. Just don't even think about doing Skullwoods now. Do your new checks in Eastern. Do your new checks in Death Mountain. There's our cape. Not that we need it anymore, but we can still use it.
Yeah, you know what we haven't found yet? The actual, if this was an Agawansil or not. Because that hammer could still be in Eastern.
Oh yeah, naturally.
But yeah, with the bow, this might be, yeah, this is the pod than Eastern. Oh. Oh, this is flipper checks. Okay.
Yep, you have flippers. Start doing your checks around the water.
Yeah.
As we see in Hyrule Lake Island, I think we already did all these checks, yeah?
Yeah, we did not get the Sora check from Teto because he did not have money. And rdwalshv is going to get his mirror and be very happy about that. Hobo had 20 rupees. No. That's fine. That's fine to skip. Yeah, rdwalshv finding those boots a little bit earlier does mean that he gets to dash quite a bit.
He can even cut across the water, thanks to flippers. But yeah, the Seed of Roaring Good Boys following logic today, it seems.
we get a slightly good rebate, but not one.
Not entirely bad in the scheme of things.
And yeah, with that mirror, rdwalshv is gonna go back up and do Hera.
He'll be able to do it in logic this time.
Yeah. Now Zora is in logic with just a glove. But yeah, we didn't get anything from him, so. Chat, that's disgusting. Those kind of puns are not needed here. And for those that didn't see it, they said that the boots were designed for rdwalshv.
So with boots and hookshot, rdwalshv is going to do a fun hair clip here using the boots spin speed to try to clip into the pot. There we go. Gets up this tower much faster compared to when Teto did it. Speaking of Teto cleaning up the blind fight, following by the script. Gets his fourth crystal. I'm sorry. No, that's his third. This is third. I was right the first time.
Yeah, rdwalshv is going to get a second, and this will be interesting. Will rdwalshv actually check the item in the basement, or will he skip it? I think he's gonna skip it. He has skipped most things so far that have been like that.
Yeah, he got really fortunate aggressively going into Thieves Town without a hammer, and was bailed out from the item logic thanks to the item logic there. So if I was following logic and got rewarded for it, I feel like you can treat yourself to a skip or two, but don't quote me on that.
New check from Teto here. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of hard pieces, and rdwalshv is going back in. If this is a required item, that is big for rdwalshv. Teto is not going back into Hera basement for anything anytime soon.
Yeah, but it all depends on what happens after this coffee break. Or tea break.
Yeah, and to those that have recently joined, this is the decider who wins this group. So if Teto wins, he is going to go 6-0 and be undefeated in the group. If rdwalshv win, he will actually pass Teto, as Teto gets his ice rod from the smiths. And rdwalshv will clinch that first spot from Teto. Due to a tiebreaker situation, but nothing in Hera.
At least that's a piece of mind out the way for now.
Yeah, this is rdwalshv going back to pod. No? rdwalshv, where are you
Turning
going?
in the mushroom prat? Wait, no, he doesn't have the mushroom. Wait, where you?
No. This is... Oh, this is King's Tomb in the Graveyard Ledge into checks.
Yeah, if you don't have the hammer yet and you're trying to figure out if you're going to take the dive or not to go in to do hammerlock stuff, nah.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
and Stop me having our template sword.
Ten arrows in King's Tomb.
Yeah, the longer Teto holds off on the mountain, the longer rdwalshv is having those boots. rdwalshv is getting a slight lead from just being able to dash this much. And rdwalshv remembering that, yes, you have Graveyard Ledge. Whoops.
Meanwhile, we actually get a first glimpse of Hype Cave, which is going to be a snore fest here. All of our big items are not here whatsoever. This is just... You either love to see it or you just hate to see it sometimes.
Yeah, today it had nothing. Yeah, 0 out of 10. Just a waste of time.
Paradox Cave took all the hype away from
Mhm.
Hype Cave.
And unfortunately, okay, Teto can't go into Swamp.
Yeah, no flippers, but he's looking to probably do some checks with the purple chest here. And he gets bombs for his efforts. Yeah, the fun thing you can do with the purple chest while you're in the dark road, you can leave it behind. And the moment you come into this part of the dark road and mirror into the blind, the locksmith, he will unlock the chest. That's far away.
Yeah, rdwalshv is going to get his powder, but we never checked Agina.
Oh, right, we never did. You see, a lot of runners skip Agina, and I don't blame them for skipping this. And then sometimes it just comes back to bite us in the rear end in some cases, and we get some bombs there, so nothing to write home about.
This is rdwalshv going to turn in that powder, I think.
And
Where are you
he's gonna
going?
bumper cave. Oh wait,
Oh, he's gonna go back into his portal. Never mind. Yeah, keeping your portal with you, that's good. Okay, he's gonna finish up Skullwoods because he has the fire rod. That's fine. Meanwhile, Teto is heading up the mountain now. It's gonna get his boots, his flippers, and his bow. And after that, we still need a Cane of Samaria, we need a hammer, we need a flute, and maybe a bombos.
so were you thinking the next huge progression is gonna be at then, if that's the case? If it's Magic Bat, oh man.
And yeah, hammer can absolutely be on Magic Bag. Cane can be on Magic Bag.
Let's go over what our runners have skipped already. We have Magic Bat, which I'm pretty sure rdwalshv will be most likely looking to go to. We have Eastern Palace, Big Chest, and I think that's it.
We have Ice Palace.
Oh yeah, Ice Palace. We can do Ice Palace now, so.
Yeah, Pendant Ice Palace, right?
Hammer and Ice Palace is always a funny seed joke.
But yeah, I believe at this point Ted is very dead. No, a flute could still be on pad, but that is on life support.
Yeah, Fluke can be on pad for sure. But we did get Ice Rod. I don't like that. I don't like that we got Ice Rod and we have a pendant Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
Next thing to see is going to be saying, "Oops, all dungeons."
I mean, it would literally have to be flute on pad.
One thing to mention is that we have yet to find some more Kang. So if we are going to go to Ice Palace, we got to do it the old traditional way of Ice Palace bomb jumping.
Yep. Now, we do get to see that it is Quake to enter Turtle Rock. I'm not sure if we got that earlier, but we possibly did. rdwalshv is heading back into the village and is gonna go for Magic Bat. That's everything he has left in here.
Magic bat, magic bat.
Oh,
What you got for
Smith
us,
into
Jack?
that.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's gonna do these
Oh.
other things as well.
Oh, wait. Okay, so he's gonna do these checks first. That's fair.
Yeah, getting these checks out the way, and then taking the Smith back to blacksmith, and then you do magic bat. Then we get the moment of truth going, setting in.
Yeah, Teto is running out of valid options at this point. I believe, yeah, this is the boots checks into Lumberjack.
He is gonna hit his magic powder.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Teto's not too far behind as far as item progression goes. He did do the seed in a funky way, but he is still like on the same path as rdwalshv here.
Yep. I still say it's very, very even.
rdwalshv gets his ice rod, pondering how in the world the blacksmiths are able to make it.
Fire Ice.
That requires a lot of icy hots.
But okay, Magic Bat, what do you have for us today? What did the Lumberjack Ledge hide?
Time for the moment of truth. Oh my god.
Oh, that wasn't even breakable. That is a hard required Aga 1 for the Magic Bat.
It wasn't hammer, but it was something equally dubious.
So yeah, you can't fake powder that. Because to fake powder you need the cane.
It's so funny.
That is the one item that you cannot have on Magic Bat to fake powder. Well, a mushroom as well, but... Yeah, Teto did not do Ice Sword K before, so he had to run all the way over here now. rdwalshv... That K doesn't open many things. Uh-oh, it does open Turtle Rock.
They still need hammer though.
Yeah. Oh, right, to open
They need hammer still.
Yeah. But this is... We need a hammer and we need a flute. And Teto is doing the ice dive. 10 and ice.
Oh boy.
Which
We're
is
gonna find our hammer
unfortunate.
here.
Yeah, it
find
is
our hammer
quite...
here.
Yeah, it is quite unfortunate because rdwalshv has that K now. This is going to be a much faster dive. Yeah, mushroom was in part, which is now in logic because we found the bow. Wouldn't it be funny if the hammer is in Eastern? Which means...
we still gotta go back to Eastern anyways. That makes it even worse.
Mm-hmm. So, Aga 1 wouldn't have been required for Dark World access, but it would still have been required for the Cave of Swarty. that is trying to come up with the absolutely worst possible locations for that hammer, like on Victrius.
Meanwhile, we get some good old Ice Palace bomb jumping. First try, all the time, sometimes. And for comedic purpose, rdwalshv is going to go through Hype Cave, quotation marks, Hype Cave.
Now, here's the thing. Does rdwalshv double back and do the first chest and spawn? Because that place loves the hammer. I mean, he's going back with the mirror out. Yeah, he is doing the first check. So far, nothing of use in Ice Palace.
Alright, hold your breath. Time to do the first check. For Swamp Palace. Piece of heart. Crisis kind of averted, but not really. We're still looking for hammer.
I mean, rdwalshv, where are you going? Is this the Eastern area play again?
This is,
Yeah.
this is... Oh, wait.
Oh,
Hobo.
first.
Hobo
He's-
is in
he's-
the Eastern in Pod.
Yeah.
He's cleaning up he's doing the clean route today.
Yeah. rdwalshv still has the entirety of Pod to clear, which for him is now in logic. Teto is gonna do Catfish into Zora, which is him cleaning up some of checks and getting that mushroom. So, this mushroom is still on logic. Nope.
Nothing on the mushroom.
And yeah, rdwalshv is rather going into ice. And yeah, I think we're down to Eastern Palace to be the
Eastern and Eastern is the one place that they all have like avoided for right off the cuff of the sea.
Mhm. I'm just trying to think here. Is there anything else that we have missed? Nope. Not that I can think of.
Yeah, nothing that they can logically get to. But yeah. Eastern seem to be looking more and more having our much needed go moded items here. Or it could have flute, which will lead to Misery Mire, which will lead into our hammer eventually. One way or the other, Eastern has a progression item that's really needed right now. Also, there's no way to check Spike Cave because you need hammer to get into Spike Cave. Not having hammer and you're an hour into this seed, yeah, the fatigue will set in for most of us here. That's understandable. You'll just go, oh man, I could just... Oh wait, I don't have hammer.
Hammer go mode is one of those that you really need to twist your mind around that I can't finish Ice Palace. I can't finish Pod. I can't finish this. I can't do that. And just narrow down everything. And yeah, unfortunately for rdwalshv, he did not get any keys on the right side. So he has to go back and do this the normal way to be able to check the rest. And yeah, I completely agree, chat. I cannot think of any other check other than the Eastern Palace last check. Chat, yeah, we're gonna see the King of Samaria right here at Teto's side.
Magic Bag deviously holding the Cane of Samara. So even if you wanted to skip the Magic Powder, you couldn't because Magic Bag had the item needed to skip it entirely. It's life is silly that way. Who would have thought Magic Bag will single-handedly make you have to do Aga 1?
Yeah, that bomb straight on the penguins was sublime by rdwalshv. But Teto is heading back here, and yeah, this is the play he had to make. He has one check left over here.
Yep, time to swallow that pride a little bit and go and do these checks.
No, there's one check. There's literally one check. He has done everything else over here.
I was talking about going back to Eastern. Like,
Yeah.
both brothers skipped Eastern. I'm like, you're going to have to go back to there eventually, buddy.
And I think rdwalshv is realizing the same at this point. And the worst thing is, both of them got 2 items in here and bailed.
Yep.
Now, rdwalshv is probably gonna do Pod first, because he still has a lot of items left in there, hoping that the timer is just there.
Oh, no. If I was already Walsh, I can finish Eastern right now. Before I even go into Pod, I'll finish Eastern in hopes I get the hammer there.
And there's the hammer.
Yep, there we go. Let's go.
And yeah, rdwalshv is doing Pod first, because this is the more item-dense location.
It's not a Zero Spirit check, though.
Mm-hmm. So we know this wasn't an Agassi to reach the Dark World, but it was an Agassi to get the Lumberjack.
It was definitely, which is hard required to get your Misery Mire Crystal, by the way, to finish the seed. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. We still need that flute. And there is absolutely nothing in the big chest of Eastern. It's a map or a compass. We're just gonna bail on that.
Oh yeah, both items are dungeon items, so no need to check the big chest. And Armos will probably have one of the other 2 dungeon items, so we're good here. But yeah, hammer.
Now,
Highlander.
here's the good thing. They were both corralled into doing Aga 1, and that they know that was required. So it is sort of a relief, because you know that you didn't do Aga 1 completely unnecessary. You had to
That's
do
true.
it.
By the way, for the record, Teto and rdwalshv already checked Eastern, but the moment they got their second item before going into the Lantern Lock room, they bailed. So that's why you see Teto already finishing up the almost fight immediately. But yeah, both of our runners are going to get their hammer eventually. rdwalshv is taking the time to see if he can get to the hoping Palace of Darkness has his hammer. We know it's not there. And he's going to probably kick himself a little bit for doing this play.
I mean, it's the density play. You have a bunch of items in here that you can get, and literally one left in Easter. So yeah, the hammer opens up Hammer Pegs, it opens up Swamp Palace, it opens up Turtle Rock. Where's our flute? Because that's our go mode.
I'm calling it now. Placing my bets here. Swamp Palace has our flute for sure. I'm calling it.
Okay, I'm gonna call Tranks.
But yeah, imagine if they had the hammer earlier. This would circumvented a lot of the weird one-off checks they would have done.
Yeah, after doing these dungeons and realizing I'm in flute go mode, you don't have that much left. Yeah. And most that you have left is bad.
Yep. So, the fun thing about flute, as far as item goes, it's only needed for one thing, and that's to get into Misery Mire in the scheme of things. So, it could very well be hidden behind a pedestal, for all we know.
Pedestal is now entirely in logic. But we don't have a book to read it.
I bet you that book is in Ganon's tower, just for fun, funsies.
Mm-hmm.
Prank, just a prank runner. It's just a prank runner.
And Teto is choosing the mountain.
I think he's looking to do Turtle Rock with this kind of move.
Yep, definitely.
Oh wait, hammer was not lantern lock.
Nope.
Mistake. I just now noticed it. Wow, that's even worse.
Mm-hmm. It was the next check. Yeah. In some way, it was good that they didn't get that hammer because they had to do Aga 1, and we know that was required.
Yeah, you probably would be last locationing this Kano Samura at this point.
Oh yeah, because you get your mushroom out of the pod, and you say, okay, I'll just wait for my cane, and then I'll go fake powder. I'm not gonna do Aga 1 for just a single check.
So yeah, in 2020 hindsight, foresight, every kind of sight you can think of, not getting the hammer in Easter Palace may have served them a better way of dealing with this seed's item progression.
And rdwalshv immediately going back into pod because now we can clear it. It must feel slightly worse for Teto because he was over here very, very effectively with the mirror. He did pod, he did find them hammering there, he went into Eastern, and then just bailed. rdwalshv was in Eastern before Go Mode, or before Aga 1. He feels better about that play.
Yep, the only thing left is to find a flute. And that could be anywhere!
Yeah, like hammer picks. Because why would you go back to hammer picks now? There is nothing pulling you back there.
Unless the city finally decides to bail one of our runners out right now, I don't think. I think we're gonna just. I think we're in it for the long run. Get your popcorn ready. Get comfortable. Take a bathroom break if you need to, because we're looking for an item that could be very far off in the future.
Yeah, our red pendant is Meyer, so it cannot be on Pyramid Ferry. He will getting Helmasaur down for his 5th crystal.
Yep.
No, there is one worse spot than anything that we have said, and that's ice. Because they don't want to go in there unless they absolutely have to.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, this is the same play for rdwalshv going into pod. Oh, sorry, going into Turtle Rock, which is a little bit unfortunate because he is now behind. Okay, we're not going to worry about medallions. We are in Flute Go mode.
Oh man, I was really hoping he'd do swamp. I'll be really honest. Though worst case scenario, this could just be oops all dungeons.
All these runners want to see is something blue popping out of a chest.
They really, really want to play a tune right now. And that tune is to finish the seed as quick as possible. Teto will be our first runner to encounter the Trinex. First, we're going to check out Laser Bridge because we have to. We're desperately looking for this one item now.
There had to be a smoky here. I believe that was our last sword. And rdwalshv unfortunately messes up the pouch glitch here.
No problem, just a small hiccup.
Hey, was my prediction right? Flute or Trinex?
Taking care of the two heads with quick fashion. Just gotta wait for the big one to come out. And down goes Trinex in quick fashion. Is it on Trinex? No, it's not.
Empty Turtle Rock. Well, combos, so maybe required. Chat is getting more and more hyped for Pedestal.
Well, Swamp Palace is next on the list for sure.
Mhm.
Both of our runners are going to be going to there with no hesitation because they're not looking to do Ice Palace anytime soon. And that is a new set of checks that we can take a look at and pray that our flute's there. I mean, worst case scenario, it's not there, and then we have to just start crying as we head back to Ice Palace now, don't we?
Mhm.
It's worth noting that I think both runners did do Ice Palace, but never finished it because they never gotten a hammer, which was the second check. Which was a third check on Eastern Palace, so they could have easily gotten to that.
Yeah. That's why I said it's more unfortunate if it is in Ice Palace, because that was a check you could have gotten to much earlier if you had the hammer early. And Pedestal requires all three pendants, while Ice Palace just requires you to enter Ice Palace. So Teto did skip Spike Cave.
Yeah, it could be in Spike Cave. The East Town Big Chest was the small cave.
Yep.
So yeah, thankfully by the item logic bailing out the runners there, they don't have to go back to there. But yep, time to crack open the warm beverage here and take a look at Swamp Palace. Is the flute in check number 2 of Swamp Palace? Nope.
And that map gives you at least one item left side. But yeah, you're in one item.
Just going straight for the throat today.
Yeah, I mean, you're in one item go mode. You're gonna do the back first.
Yep. We don't care about left side swamp. All my homies hate left side swamp. Oh no, we get literacy.
Uh-oh.
The one time I'm not enthusiastic about a book. We do get big key though, so.
Yeah. So do you just read the pedestal, or do you actually blind pull it?
I'd do it for the vine. I'd blind pull it.
So yeah, you can't go into desert now.
And this all depends on if the rest of these checks did not yield our flute. So we're just waiting on bated breath on where it's gonna pop up. It's not a matter of where, but when.
That is Teto's second pendant. Oh yeah, we got green pendant, so we have that turning too. Yeah, Teto's not doing left side swamp at this point. Or he is.
I think Teto feels like he may have played way too aggressively and now starting to realize maybe I should dial it back a bit. But oh wait, no, never mind. We don't care about left side swamp today. We got better checks to do.
So, here is Spike K for all the watch. If this is the flute, that is the turning point. Nope.
Alright, piece apart. Alright, here we go. With the literacy in hand, does Bombos tablet have our flute? Suck your mom!
It does.
Time! We in go mode. Teto double pump fake us out with the redive back into Swamp Palace. Just just to do the big chest, just for funsies.
Go move for Teto. We can finish up Mr. Meyer. Oh boy. Teto has a decent lead at this point.
The best part about this is that rdwalshv is not too far behind. If he decides to skip left side swamp, he could be on Teto's heels.
And we didn't even need to enter Turtle Rock at all. That was a quick alien.
So yeah, how would you feel after getting your go mode item on Bombo's pedestal?
Not good. Not when quite literally hard lost location in your hammer, and then going for another 15 minutes before you're actually in go mode. Neither of these runners feel ahead. There is no way Teto feels ahead.
So yeah, let's see what rdwalshv does in this Swamp Palace to see how if he is he really? Oh, he's doing left side swamp.
Oh no.
So yeah, I think this is Teto's race to lose at this point now. Yeah, not only we're doing left side swamp, we're doing left side swamp diver down. I gotta give respect to this. I'm not gonna lie. Man, where's our big key? Must be in here, right? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Not really the guy. Not really our God buyer today, it seems, but
Nope.
not too far off, I suppose. If you're just now tuning in to the stream, this is Group Q for A Link to the Past Randomizers main tournament. We are at the last match of the group. These two have their places secured in the brackets. It's just a matter of who will be placed higher in the seed. And in this case, it may be Teto, unless there's some execution errors. Then if that's the case, if rdwalshv manages to catch up and blow past him and get the win, he'll be the higher place in the seed for the tournament. And when the brackets come around and start forming up.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna take something big for Teto to not win this. Might be if rdwalshv does a Hail Mary to go for Hyrule. That's really the only thing I can see that can get him back.
That's right. After this one and after Desert Palace, we can get to take a look in GT and figure out where that big key is at.
Let's wait on that for now. We still have Desert to clear.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Once we finish Misery Mario and Desert Palace, we get to take a look at where the big key would be at.
rdwalshv is finishing up his swamp, but doesn't get anything. But that book, maybe he actually goes and checks, because if he doesn't go and checks that flute now on Bombo's tablet, he's not gonna check that for a very long time.
I feel like if you're running this and you're being this thorough, you would check Bombo's because he's going back to get the big chest now.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since this dungeon did literally give you your book to check it. So Teto gets his big key from Desert Palace, and now he is going to go and this dungeon up. It is touch and go from here.
rdwalshv is finally going to find his flute. And that's a half a stare after receiving that, and then immediately going into desert. I do not blame him.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna do desert.
Yeah, unfortunately, Turtle Rock was a total waste today.
And Teto finish up.
Yep, this is our 7th crystal, and that means we're going to Ganon's Tower. Get your guesses in the chat where you think that big key is going to be. And if you are cheering for rdwalshv, that guess will probably be 22. Okay, rdwalshv goes into desert, gets the big key, saves and quits to go do hit his flute. go to Meyer, and then he can immediately go to the back of the desert.
This makes sense.
Yeah, that's a fair play. Fair play.
Yeah, you're not really losing or getting time leaving out of the dungeon early after getting the big key because
Yeah.
you still got to do the Misery Mire.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a faster way, but it is an interesting choice to make.
Makes the route look a little bit cleaner, for sure, though. So where do you think the big key will be,
7.
You know what? I'm feeling bold today. I want to say... You know what? I want to say 3. They're going to check Hope Room. No key will be in there. So they go over there, and the torch will be the big key. Final call for placing your bets. The moment we get in the tower, the guessing will be closed.
No more guesses, please.
Oh, we're going left side today, and down here we get a whole heart on torch, so nothing to ram home about. That's check number 1. Number 2, number 3 has nothing. Number 4, number 5. Nothing so far yet, but a good third cast will kill these staffos out the room.
Yeah, and we're gonna do the rando rush.
I'm surprised. Well, actually, no. This is normal, so to say. Usually, you have people doing dark magician strats, but this is also valid. As number 6 are arrows.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much the only way for rdwalshv to actually get back in this race is if it is tile room, and he just instantly goes there and checks it. I don't think there is any other possibility. And
Oh,
number
hey,
7!
number 7! Let's go!
So Doug the Redbeard was the first one to guess 7 in chat, so me and him will share the 2 internet points that I give out for guessing this correctly. You can use your internet points absolutely nowhere.
I mean, you can post it on Twitter that you guessed it right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you get a bunch of likes if you do. And maybe a retweet or 2. While Teto is running through the gauntlet and rdwalshv is going to do their Misery Mire dive, do give a follow for our runners here for doing a fantastic job of handling the seed. And we're just like nearly an hour and a half in. Like, trust me, in this kind of seed, we will see a lot longer times here. But both of these runners are very good at what they're doing here.
And please give a shout out to Reg, who is our tracker today. We could not do this without him because we would not be able to know which items has been picked up or not.
Titan, you got a Twitch channel, right?
Yeah.
You should follow Titan. Just saying, y'all should follow him.
And please go follow my co-com Esperhub as well.
Oh no, don't follow me. Don't. I just talk utter nonsense half the time, all the time, sometimes. Yep, we're getting to the tail end of the gauntlet climb. Teto looking to close this up and secure his clean sweep of this tournament grouping. To be really honest, would you wouldn't have it any other way to close out your season on a perfect?
Nah, Teto has been absolutely fantastic, but so has rdwalshv. rdwalshv only lost towards Teto, and they both very well deserved going into the bracket stages.
Yep, no arguments here. You know, I would not be surprised if both of these runners come across each other's path during the brackets. I would love to see that.
The geometry test for Teto. Nice triple. Well, nice 3 cycle.
We got back-to-back triples here in 2 different instances here. rdwalshv finishing up their Lamos fight, while Teto gets his triple to beat Aga 2. Teto's going to town.
Yeah. Still, we're on green mail.
Yeah, and can't hug Ganon because you'll take a lot of damage on green bell.
Mm-hmm. Just please, Teto, don't fall.
Trying to making sure they increase their bonking count. Oh, that's a good double. They may be able to double here. And they do!
Don't fall. Okay. Get your GGs in chat for Teto.
Teto crosses the finish line with a time of 1 hour, 37 minutes, and 21 seconds.
Teto does clinch first place in the group, and he will be the 6th seed going into brackets, which is a really, really good spot to be in.
One of the benefits of sweeping your groups in this kind of manner, but that is to say, rdwalshv did not pull any kind of punches whatsoever.
Nope.
With their
And as is visible on screen, rdwalshv does forfeit the moment that he sees that Teto has finished. Does not go into GT. We are having our runners setting up here to join us, and GG's Teto and GG's rdwalshv.
Hey, GG's.
Yo, GG's.
Okay. There is one thing we have to declare first. You both did the same thing, and that's leaving the hammer.
We sure did.
Yeah, it was an Aga seed, right? I mean, yeah, up until like 1 hour in the seat.
Yeah,
Back
I mean,
later on with the Samaria, yeah. More
yeah.
funny one.
So, when you both pick up that hammer, do you feel relieved or do you feel stressed?
I just kind of laughed all the way until the Eastern Big Chest. Like that was just kind of funny. Like, oh man, like maybe if I had like, not to say that like this match isn't meaningful. Like this has like a lot of seeding implications, but like I know I'm already in bracket, so like I was kind of like taking some risk with my routing anyway. So like once I got that hammer, it's like okay, well that's just where it is. So it was kind of funny, but yeah.
I was more
Yeah.
thinking that both of you at that point knew that the Cane of Samaria was locked. So you
Yeah.
had to do Aga 1.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't do if you get that hammer.
You would not.
But it all depends on where's the flute for Gormod at this point, more or less. It's like, if it's in Turtle Walk and you're going right into Turtle Walk, you win this maybe by a landslide if my opponent got the hammer first, never playing Aga 1. So it's like, yeah, this would be definitely a win, right? Maybe. Except for he did the same as I did, which is very unlikely because that would be stupid. So, yeah, watching Turtle Walk and like, yeah, after that, it's still Swamp Palace maybe next. And if you might get the flute out of the first checks, it's a really big bait and a lot, great loss of time if you are looking or last locating the Samaria.
Yeah, other than that, the early game was, I mean, yeah, it's an Aga 1 seed, so it just depends on when you go in there. But after that, you, Teto, did get your mirror early, so you went up the mountain early.
Yeah, this was pretty nice. I mean, I get the firewood out of the mountain, and it's like, yeah, as long as there isn't the hammer or the mid's wide array, you can easily beat Aga 1. Going to port, combine this, buy the potion, don't care about the money for Zora. And this felt nice with the mids in the first shake. It's like, yeah, just sequence break the dungeon, never come back maybe, and let's see what happens, right? So the mirror was nice, but I decided against Terra Basement, and later after the mountain, I went like, oh, the hammer is basement right now. This would be utterly stupid. You get the mirror, this could be your seed right now, and now you're skipping the basement, and you can't go back. Somehow, you can't.
No.
Yeah, if you like intentionally skip it, you have to die on that hill if you start skipping that like that. Which is understandable, because if you go back on it, you just waste even more time.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing you're describing, like kind of the thinking that led me into ice before going to Pod Nation, because I bought a potion. I went to Catfish before Pod, and I bought a potion on the way because like in case it went deeper, like I was gonna like do the potion glitch, like do the normal thing. But like once I got the mids, it's like okay, there's a lot of stuff over on the left side. Maybe I can come back with all the stuff that I need for Pod, which I kind of did, but also kind of didn't. So it was a weird situation, but yeah, so. Like, I could have justified, like, going back to Pod, because, like, I already had the bow, there was still the one item in Eastern, but, like, at the same time, it's like, well, if I'm gonna skip the items in Pod, I just want to commit to that. So, yeah, that kind of brought me into Ice, which, in retrospect, was, yeah, it was what it was.
Yeah, unlucky I didn't hit the cane. It's like I'm going for the boot shakes, collecting the powder. Maybe I'm going back via Iceward Cave, which I skipped early game. Like, against the race against Moodle, where there was an important item. I felt like, yeah, let's go for the Ice Palace dip right now, and maybe later for the powder. So I didn't hit the cane. This felt a little bit awkward, and only with one item for all those struggles, not really worth it.
You didn't get the piece of heart in the Hammerlock chest. I got 2 items, so hell
yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I want to repeat the game. I want this piece of heart right now.
Oh, yeah, you gotta get it, yeah.
So, I don't think I have any questions to ask, unless you still have like a question to Titan.
Where are the great seeds?
Yeah, this was a fantastic seed, but yeah, you are both qualified. That was decided already. But Teto, you do clinch that 6-0, and you are 6th seed out of groups. How does it feel?
I think like it was pretty lucky with all those weird seeds we played in the group stage, or at least I had to play in the group stage. But I think now the pressure is on because it's going downhill from here right now. I'm good friends with Ravus. I think he he clinched the first spot in his groups for many main tournaments, and he always lost in the round of 64 in the first 2 games. So he's already eliminated early on from the tournament in the next stage. So I'm a little bit scared of this happening as well. So I think with the top 64, that there isn't an easy opponent, regardless of your spot. If it's 6 or 33, it's like, yeah, it's not an easy task right now.
Yeah.
Hey, that's just how this tournament is. Like, the competition now is very, 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 very cutthroat here. But that just means that you already being up there with a clean sweep just proves that you can still hang with the best, right?
Only if the seeds are as weird as the last ones. I got a nice feeling of how to play this or how to win this, maybe. So I'm not the strongest execution player. My stronger mind is in the race competitive mindset. Like, what should I play? What did my opponent do? And where are my best chances to turn the tables? So this is my strong point.
That is to say, rdwalshv, you're not out of this at all. You're in the brackets as well. So here's hoping for another run back of the race between you two.
I'd rather not. I've never beaten this dude, so real talk. I'm very scared, but no, it's gonna be fun. Like everyone, people have been saying, but like everyone in like brackets is gonna be like real good. So yeah, just gotta hope I get lucky. I know I got that. I still got the Ambrosia card in my pocket, so I'm happy I got open mode in this round. Like I'm happy to be keeping my Ambrosia card and the Fad Keys card. So yeah, it's gonna be fun in brackets. But I'm not expecting much. Like hopefully I can win like a race or something. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. So that concludes this race. Thank you so much, Teto and rdwalshv, for racing today and letting us restream you. That was absolutely very much fun to watch.
Thanks for the commentating, and rdwalshv, best of luck in the brackets. Maybe we will play each other again. I'm really looking forward to it.
I mean, I would look forward to it. Just like I'm very intimidated now. You've run the table on me, but yeah, GG and congrats on winning your group.
Have a great evening. GG's.
Yeah, you too, man.
Dude gave a follow to our runners in their respective channels for doing a fantastic job of giving us this race today, as well as our tracker, Reg, who was pushing the buttons, keeping us up to date for all the item acquisition, and do give a follow to our commentators. Well, Titan the most, just saying. With that said and done, do not go away. We got another race going in for you for the main tournament, I believe, or more SpeedGaming, so tune in to that. Until then, thank you all very much for watching. Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you very much. We do have Paradox versus Faker Jr. In about 10 minutes on this very channel. Please stick around. See ya. Bye.